You got your stopwatch ready?
I got my stopwatch.
I knew
Are you ready?
Prepared. I'm ready. I don't
Are you
think
giving me a
ready.
countdown?
Yeah, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, man! Oh, holy cow! Woo! My goodness!
Well, Justin, here we are at my favorite place in the world, the airstrip. We're gonna do some testing with this big, beautiful Hummer.
I could not be more excited. What are we doing today?
Well, right now we're lining up for the 0 to 60, and then we're gonna do the 60 to 0 braking, and then we're gonna test the turning radius.
This Hummer coming from 60 to 0 is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be wild. In order to get a hold of the full 1,000 horsepower, I'm gonna hit traction control twice. We're in watts to freedom mode, baby. I'm gonna click continue. The suspension is lowering for maximum launch. You got your stopwatch ready?
I got my stopwatch.
Fantastic. I knew you
ready?
Prepared. I'm ready. I don't
Are you
think
giving me a
ready.
countdown?
Yeah, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go.
Man! Holy cow! Woo! My goodness! Holy cow!
Oh man, you didn't expect that, did
Oh my
you?
gosh, we're still going!
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That's impressive.
And the sound that it makes, that big roar.
That was good.
Yeah.
I had us right at that 3 number.
3 seconds, 0 to 60 in a full-size electric truck is amazing.
Come on.
That's supercar fast.
What are we doing right now?
We're doing the 60 to 0 braking, so are you ready?
All right, I'm ready. I'm holding on.
We're gonna brake when we see these cones here.
Coming in hot.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
it stops as good as it goes.
It really does.
Were you ready for that? I caught you off guard.
I was not. I was doing
right.
a handstand by the time we came to a stop.
Well, let's get your handy dandy yardstick
go
and we'll
measure.
see how it did. So that was a really aggressive stop.
We'll see what it does. Let's count. I am very interested in this number. It felt quick. It was a short stop.
This is not a long walk.
No, I mean, I'm already to the car. Oh man, I see the number right here.
I can't see it from over here.
I think I'm
Keeping
gonna
it
be
a
buying you a
surprise.
soda. Holy cow.
Where are we at? Okay, that's it right there.
Holy cow.
What's the number?
158 feet.
Holy cow.
Look at that.
I mean, that felt really aggressive.
That was.
Like that was a severe stop.
I'm still doing handstands. That thing nosed out. That was amazing. It's great.
That's why I love coming to the airstrip. There's only one more thing for us to do, and that is the fateful turning radius test.
Fateful.
Well, it determines our fate.
Ready for that.
All right.
Let me move some cones.
And I'll do the turning.
Just to keep it fair, you got about 3 inches from the white line if you really want to get it tight.
Spot me, I'll line it up.
I'll spot you. I don't want to be cheating. Your front's on it, it's your back. Locked.
Love it.
All right, let's see this test, Bob. I'm ready for you.
Let's see how tight this baby turns.
Come on.
That's actually kind of impressive. I thought he would have to move.
Almost 180, stop. All right, well, you want the front right bumper? Wheel, there we go. All right, pull her out.
I genuinely thought you were gonna have to back up. That's
You did it.
impressive.
Should we measure?
Let's measure.
That is very impressive.
I thought for sure I was gonna come across these yellow lines.
Oh, I thought you needed much more space as well, but
Absolutely. That's
Not with
rear
that
wheel
thing.
steering, baby.
you want to walk this one out or you want me?
I would love to walk this one.
All right, let's see it.
I'm amazed that you trusted me with your wheel on a stick.
Only you, Bob.
Well, I appreciate that.
I think this is going to be pretty dang tight.
Yeah,
For a car that big?
I'm honestly amazed. All right, moment of truth.
Oh, come on.
35 feet, 5 inches. That's amazing.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It was not due to driver skill. It was just thanks to rear wheel steering.
Thanks to GM Engineering.
Exactly.
Wow, what a truck.
What a day.
What a day.
So this is the 3-motor version. This is a super truck. This thing has 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels. That's enough to move this thing from 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. This thing gets more than 360 miles on a fully charged battery, and I can't wait to show you all the features. Pretty nice in here. So the Hummer story begins in the early 1980s with the high mobility multi-purpose wheeled vehicle. This was an all-terrain military vehicle that was commissioned by the US government. And by the early 1990s, people wanted to drive these things on the street. So the Humvee became the Hummer. In 1999, General Motors took over Hummer and they started building more civilian-oriented vehicles, the H2 and the H3. And that brings us to the vehicle you see here, the Hummer EV3X. In 2019, GM wanted to bring back the Hummer name and they wanted to do it quick. They made it into a moonshot project to bring this vehicle to production in just 2 years. So this Hummer is more than 18 feet long, more than 7 feet wide, and as an ode to that military heritage, it's got an American flag on both sides. It's also loaded up with H logos all throughout the interior and the exterior as a little Easter egg. So this 3X has 22-inch wheels, 35-inch tires. Every Hummer EV has air suspension that gives you up to 16 inches of ground clearance. Up front, we have the iconic Hummer grille. Notice the H in the headlights. This has a frunk with 11.3 cubic feet of space, which you wouldn't even get if there was an engine there. And it's got 3 windshield wipers, which is pretty cool. And this has one of the coolest GMC features, this multi-pro tailgate, which gives you the ability to extend your tailgate without losing your cargo. You can also put it down the regular way, and it even has a handy step. And it has a 120 volt outlet in the back, so you can plug in your TV on your next camping trip. So from the minute you get inside of this thing, you appreciate 2 things. Really nice quality materials and a really impressive attention to detail. And remember, this was a moonshot project for GM, so there are lunar hints and themes all throughout this interior. So the speaker grills have maps of the surface of the moon, as do the floor mats. And then right up here on the dashboard, there's a little astronaut's footprint. I think that's such a cool little feature. And speaking of that lunar theme, when you switch the drive mode, you get a graphic of the Hummer driving on different planets, the moon and Mars, and even towing a spaceship, which I think is pretty cool. So on the infotainment system, we also have these auxiliary mode buttons that you can custom program. And you can even put an icon on them. So a meteor hitting some raptors, a Hummer EV kicking up some dust into a T-Rex's face. Let's change this one right here. Go all the way down. What does that remind you of right there? So underneath the infotainment system, we have the controls for the tri-zone climate control. And I like this because these are physical buttons and they change function depending on what you're doing. I'm 6 foot tall. That driver's seat is where I like to drive. I got plenty of room back here. This is very comfortable. I've also got controls for heat and air conditioning back here, and the outside passengers have heated seats, which is very nice for a backseat passenger like me. On the road, this is such an impressive vehicle. It accelerates like a sports car. We know it has the off-road prowess of a Hummer, pretty much silent because it's all electric. This is a GMC pickup truck, so of course it has to be able to tow. This thing can tow up to 8,500 pounds, which is pretty impressive for an EV pickup truck. The rear wheel steering on this thing makes this feel like a much smaller vehicle, especially when you're trying to park it or make tight maneuvers. It also enables crab walk, which is where you can drive diagonally, which is pretty cool to show off to your friends. One of the coolest things about any EV is the ability to do one-pedal driving. This is a mode where when you take your foot off the accelerator, it starts regenerative braking. It starts sending energy back into the battery. This improves your driving range, and it makes for a much smoother drive because you're not hopping back and forth between gas and brake. I've been driving around for the past 25 minutes and I haven't touched the brake pedal once. It just comes to a nice, smooth stop every time I take my foot off the accelerator. I'm gonna have trouble giving this car back when I'm done. I had a great time today with this 2025 GMC Hummer EV. We put this thing through its paces on the airstrip, we put some miles on it on the road, and I personally had a great time. Subscribe to GM for more content and maybe more Bob.